pod.
You can take this one, Tim.
Welcome to the Escape Pods. I'm Tim and Taco.
I'm Jezbot.
And I'm Danoz.
Welcome back, man.
Thanks
And
for coming
easy
in.
in.
Thanks. Good to be with you.
And peace also with you.
I thought you better do most of the heavy lifting, seeing as how I've just got home from work.
Yeah, and it's dark out.
Yeah, left when it was dark, came back when it was dark. That's what being a man is all about.
That's
Is it?
depressing.
I'm certainly not a man
It
now.
reminded me a lot of work today.
Did it?
Yeah.
What does this remind me of?
Jesus. And Cass said, sometimes you've got to do it. And I was like, I don't think you do have to do it like that every day.
I don't think you
I
do.
don't.
But you do.
I did
Or,
today.
or she said I don't.
She says you
confused
don't. You should. You should be working hard.
Harder.
Harder. That's right.
Work harder.
That's cool.
I actually had a pretty good day today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started the morning off with a meeting to discuss apples and apple processing. Lots and lots of apples. This is
Not
Do they
the
have
phone.
apples on the table?
no the fruit.
Eat apples is the slogan.
Yeah. And then my second meeting
Wait.
was
First meeting's all about apples.
apples.
How many apples did you have to eat, Granny Smith?
I didn't have to eat any, but this particular company makes some or grows some delicious varieties
Victorian
of apples.
Yep.
in Victoria.
Yes.
And what do they want from you?
Well, I just like opportunities to go and have chit chats.
I thought you were going to say I just like apples.
I do like apples. Yeah, they
You got
they
your
want
pink
my.
lady. You got your
your
golden
Fuji.
delicious.
Yeah, you got your Royal Gala.
You got your red delicious.
You got your Granny Smith.
You got your
Golden Delicious.
golden delicious.
I'm out of apples already.
Are you?
You got cloudy apple juice.
Yeah.
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 You got clear apple juice.
Yeah. You got
Remember when we used
Mercury's
to get,
hard cider.
Dad used to buy apple juice by the literage, but by the boxful, and remember we used to have the apple juice up in the top cupboard. It used to go hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, and then we opened it up one time. It was completely fermented.
Fermented apple juice.
It's all fizzy.
And which meant it had an alcoholic content.
Well, we drank it. Did we?
Ah, look,
We would have tasted it.
Dad used to buy the orange juice in like 40-gallon drums
I
almost.
think we've talked
Okay.
about
Yeah,
this
probably. Who cares anyway?
before.
Fucking orange juice. So what happened next in the meeting, Dan?
Well, I went on a tour of this great apple sorting factory that had lots of apples in it. But then I
Automated?
very automated,
Yeah,
very
true.
slick,
That,
very
that doesn't sound
Yeah.
like work.
yeah. It was that was pretty cool. And then I ducked over to see another company to discuss a secret squirrel project
Uh-huh.
in medicinal cannabis.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not so secret anymore.
Not so secret.
Not
Well, I could tell you where it was happening, but then I'd have to kill you.
Yeah.
Well, without getting into the Pacifics, how long are we talking about before, in your estimate?
It's here.
It's
It's here.
all-
It's
yeah,
happening. It's going.
It's happening.
Did you get a
Yeah.
tour of it as well?
No.
Is it at the Apple place?
No.
Okay.
No.
And did you get to have a sample?
No, but we did discuss. They just returned from Canada and North America, and I did ask them whether or not, now that recreational use is legalized, whether or not every man and his dog is just walking down the street smoking on a doobie. And he said, yes. Yes, they are.
Yes to that.
Yes.
So that's a yes.
Yes.
That's the big fear, though. Like, as soon as you make that shit legal, it's just going to shut down industry.
No.
It's gonna create an
It's
industry,
it's going to be great. Just think about how many tax dollars the government can earn. Like
yes.
illegally,
Great.
Australia's like one of the highest per capita users of Michoacan.
Look, let's just say it's well known that Aussies love bongs.
Yep. So
No, Tim?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just looking at the news.
So
on the,
why not?
right
Why
side
not
over here.
tax it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
down.
and then We'll start with that, then we'll hit them with the oxygen. We'll tax them for the oxygen after that.
Yep.
Yeah, slippery slope down to
Yep.
Oxycontin and ice. I think.
Who was telling me about the water bar? Was that on this podcast?
No, I think I was saying something about that. Yes,
Yeah,
a water guy. What's the word? A sommelier.
Sommelier.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
What's that?
For water, it's like a wine taster or
A server of wine who can talk to you about its fruity characteristics and dry finish with a light tannin.
Okay.
keep talking like that. Dan.
Yeah, it's right.
Yes,
'Cause
there's
there's a water bar that's open, isn't there?
lots of different waters,
get
different,
different water,
mineral
different tap-
contents,
different tap
content.
waters. And
There's a water that's sourced. They do about 10,000 bottles a year only, and it's from the glaciers,
Okay.
The actual top
icebergs.
shelf.
Like so, this water
Okay.
is millions of years old, and it's
but isn't
$70 a
isn't all
glass.
water millions of years old?
Yes, I believe it is.
yeah. But this stuff has never touched the ground. That was the thing.
It's just
So
been
it must be
floating in
ice.
the air for a million
Must
years.
be freshwater icebergs.
I'd just like to put it out there that I find it personally offensive that there is even a bottle of water that you have to go to a shop and buy, given that Victoria and Melbourne has some of the world's purest, cleanest, loveliest water in the whole world.
I hear this everywhere I go. We've
Yeah.
got the best drinking water.
Well, have you,
We've got
been,
the
have, you
best
drank,
water.
have you drank or even smelled the water in Perth?
Or Adelaide.
In Perth, it smells like betadine.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really? But to
I
them,
think
that's
there's
just
something- I
like
think there's something
water.
in the water.
Yeah.
I don't think you can
Yeah.
drink it.
There's definitely different tasting waters.
No,
I
it's
love
because-
the Melbourne water.
it's
definitely,
because
yeah.
we're
That's
on
plain water. Yeah.
we're on
Yeah.
we're on
Spring
granite.
water.
We're on granite.
Okay.
What do you know about rocks?
Yeah.
Granite. Granite is hard. You know, South
You've got
Australia
your
and-
volcanic. You've got your granite.
Got your concrete. Is that one? No.
Lots of our New South Wales, South Australia are on sandstone. Tassie and Victoria are on granite.
Okay.
Hard rock,
Yeah.
which means you get lots of mineral goodness in the water, but
Okay.
you don't get all of the shitty impurities.
Okay.
Here you go. Dropping
I thought
science.
I thought the sandstone would have filtered it a bit better because it's like, you know,
You know.
porous.
Well, that's waterboarding.
Yeah, that's
sorry.
There you go.
Sorry,
That's Melbourne by Melbourne.
sorry
water.
about that.
No, that's don't apologise. That's great to know. I didn't know we're on such solid ground here in Victoria.
Yep.
Good for earthquakes, I would imagine as well.
Yes.
For
Yes.
I actually
surviving
downloaded a places to go during earthquakes or the disasters, and
it's not Bunnings.
No, like not like locale places to go, but places on the map. So they showed the whole map where the fault lines. If this happened, that happens. Blah blah blah. And it's actually Victoria is spared. So it's
I
the
feel
place to be.
It's
Yeah.
the place to be.
I think the whole of Australia is quite geologically stable. Like there was a. Do you remember from our childhood there was an earthquake in like Newcastle and there was quite a bit of damage.
Yeah.
But
They happen all the time. Like I've felt an earthquake in Melbourne.
but do they?
But
A
do
slight little wobble is not.
A wobble,
So
yeah.
some quick maths here. Japan. I watched the documentary the other day. They say
Yeah.
they have 5,000 earthquakes a year.
Did you know that the architects in Tokyo actually needed to redesign how buildings were made, and they've got like a cantilevered, like the equivalent of a lead weight, so that buildings, when they wave during an earthquake,
Way the other way.
don't fall over. Yeah.
Like the bubble in a level. You got your level bubbles.
Yeah, well, that's
because we don't have many earthquakes. But
No, we don't.
what's the maths on that? 5,000
per year.
per year. How many is that a day? Would you split it up evenly?
No, you average it out. There's around 65 days. 5,000. There's 4 a day. Okay, that's all right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
count that. Yeah.
I don't know. Let's just say it's frequent.
Mind you, there's people listening. Probably our father go, you morons.
Yeah.
And to all of our listeners in San Fran, the San Andreas fault is overdue for a big Big
Big one.
big one.
Yeah. And New Zealand as well.
Is it on?
Yeah, Christchurch is in the process of being rebuilt currently after it was
It's
decimated.
when would you
Decimated.
decide, like, let's just say 10 earthquakes,
Yeah.
destroys it every time.
Yeah.
When do you just go,
I think
that's
we
it?
reached the Pompeii style of devastation, where you just go, wow,
Yeah.
look, we've all turned to
Some
to
stay,
dust.
some
so,
go. The ones that stay get
Stay
frozen
forever.
in time.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's. I
went-
don't know. Do you rebuild? Do you rebuild, or you just go somewhere else where it's not going to happen again? The Tornado Alley, the
Yeah.
San Andreas
the
Faults.
Bible Belt.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Why would you rebuild in Kansas?
Mm.
Like, surely you only need to see the Wizard of Oz once to go, not a good place to build.
What's the
'Cause of
deal
all
with
midgets.
What is the deal with Australia? Seeing as how we all live on the coast, most of us do. What happens when the water rises? How far in is it going to... Like, if it rises a metre...
I think I'll be fine here.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we'll be B-side.
Yeah, that's it. We will be, won't we?
I
I
don't-
think it might reach Oakley from the
Um,
bay.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah. I can see that on a clear day from the top of my street, I can see the ocean. It's
Can
very
you?
far. Yeah, it's very far away.
Do you have to climb trees or anything?
No, just the tippity tip is blue, and it's not the sky; it's the ocean.
All right.
Okay.
So if you can see it, then
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, I think so.
Or you're on a hill.
Oh, you're on a hill. Yeah.
I found an old newspaper in a roof, and it said it was selling proper ties in Clayton as ocean views.
Okay.
There you go.
Not very good
There.
ones.
That's a-
No.
No, because you got your
It's
Morty.
more of the
you got your
horizon.
Morty Alec. That's
Yeah.
probably the closest point to us, isn't it?
Straight
water?
down,
Touchy.
straight down Warrigal Road. It's actually quite a long way. I reckon almost St Kilda's closer.
You
Isn't
think?
Well, look, I mean, this is all very
Oh,
specific.
can we get a map
so,
check
yeah.
on that?
Can we just...
Can we get a map check? Oh, so that's a fact check.
That's a got him Sarge, isn't it?
Yeah, that is We Got Him Sarge, but it used to be, yeah, We Got Him Sarge. It is. Jeremy just gave me the Segway blink,
Yeah.
tapped on his nose twice,
Well, I thought that would be...
touched his elbow 3 times.
We got him Sarge would be a good update on
Oh, We Got Him Sarge.
old mate.
What about Old Mate? Where is it? What about Old Mate?
Yeah.
Yes.
Trevor update.
Trevor. Ah.
Trevor update.
Have you got him?
Uh,
Did you
we-
get him?
We got him, Sarge.
We'll
No,
get him when
we'll
he
get him.
comes back in.
So he was the last that we left the listeners off. He was taken off the suspect list on account of the gout. Remember,
Okay.
he had
Yeah,
swollen
yeah.
feet, so he couldn't have been the guy wearing the shoes. that
Just
scratched the
a
car.
one
And
sentence.
Barb's husband had matching shoes.
Yeah, he did actually. He did actually. And they've just sold the house. He's moving out.
Right.
But that's neither here nor there.
So just a sentence recap of what you're talking about.
The local guy down the road, Trevor,
Who keeps keying your car?
he keeps interfering with my property.
Yeah.
In a looky, touchy, talky kind of way.
Right.
Scratchety, keyety, cardety. So, look, he's off the suspect list, and I'm walking to pick my kids up from school the other day, and the neighbour across the road also has kids, goes to school. She goes, oh, over here. Just, you were at work today, right? I went, yeah. She's like, oh, that guy from down the road, who we finally know is... Hello, Trevor! He was in your property. He was in your fence. So she's over in her house, and she secretly filmed him. And he comes out of my gate after being in there for a minute, walks over to, and I'll show you the footage in a minute, walks over to my car and gives a little kick, right? And then walks a little bit further onto the end of the car and does a backwards horse kick into the car with quite aggressively.
And the video footage is when he comes out of the gate, he looks like a hunched over golem, like angry.
Hello, Trevor.
You could see the crazy on the face, the
Okay.
golem look.
the look of
Yeah.
Was he taking an opportune moment to defecate in your pool, or what was the
I suspect that he was coming over to
case the joint?
or knock on my door and ask me for something,
But he knows
which he
that.
has done in the past.
Okay.
So
But he doesn't know that Tim knows or thinks that he keyed his car in the first place.
Mm.
So he knows the car's off the road, and we pull out the other day, and this is after the video footage, and somebody's badged our car, taken the Ford badge off it, old school. Now you were saying in your last show you were with us,
Mm-hmm.
who this is actually going back and having a recap. Who steals clothes off clotheslines? No one does that anymore.
Nope.
Who siphons petrol out of tanks? And
No.
who badges cars?
I think someone's frame of mind that's caught in 1994, I would
Yep.
say.
Yep.
He hasn't progressed from there.
Yep. No, it seems unusual. You don't hear of these kind of incidents
These crimes.
anymore.
Hey, you don't do
Crimes
ya.
don't exist
A
anymore.
badging.
Yeah.
Badges?
I got badged by a rollerblader and he had a ponytail on.
Yeah, because it's 1993. So, cars being badged. I wanted to take action, but everybody's saying gather some more footage, get some more evidence.
Mm.
Obviously, report it because I've got some video proof.
I can't wait to see this video.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
My phone's not with us. 'cause
Okay.
We're in podcast.
Yes.
Well, I think
Audio.
you've got grounds to go to the coppers and say,
Hello, Trevor.
I have reason to believe that this guy is deliberately
Stalking my family.
no, just damaging,
Trespassing and
and damaging my property.
Yeah.
I think that's grounds for you to set up a stakeout and put the onus on them. That's what they're paid for.
Yeah, that's it. Making we got him, son. We got him.
We got him.
Yeah, but he's like a little sick animal. Just goes from his little bungalow up to the TAB and back, and that's the path he takes.
You were saying
Okay.
you've never seen him anywhere else in the neighbourhood.
No, not even on the other side of the shops, like where the bottle shop is. I think he's a recovering drinkity.
Who isn't?
Yeah, well, that's right.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Is he recovering or is he still quite drunk? A good
he seems
portion of the time.
he seems drunkity drunk.
Loose.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
But how's he affording?
Yeah.
It must be moonshine or something because he's not buying a
'cause I've-
six-pack or...
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's like
last time,
$20.
you were telling us about him lighting fires and dragging it across June's fence or
That's right.
something.
Running
Yeah.
the burnt fence paling up
This is not the actions of someone of sound mind
body. Head.
on soul.
Yes. I
No.
think he may be soulless, but it's turned into a like we don't want to. We don't want to have a back door unlocked. I've got to go to gigs at night. And,
Yes,
do you know what I mean?
and there's kids involved, so you don't really want to go the threatened route because
Yeah.
a guy like Trevor. So the thing about Trevor is he understands violence and threats. He gets that. That's his world. He's probably been in the clink. He knows how to deal with that. You deal with violence with more violence.
Yeah. And he didn't even have to case the place while you weren't here. You invited him to your fucking 40th.
Yeah. Yeah. Oops.
The thing that he doesn't understand is technology. So put a few cameras up.
Yep.
He's like a rat. As soon as you put up a bit of technology, like a rat trap or something, they
I can't detect it.
they can't. They know what it is, but they're afraid of it, and so they scurry off.
All right.
They see the rat bait. They go. They send in a younger rat. Have you seen that rat documentary?
I have seen that.
They're really smart rats. The older rats will send in a young buck to test out that new thing that's over there. New guy will eat it. They'll wait.
He's dead.
He's dead. Don't eat the rat sack. I think that's...
Fuck those guys.
and fuck Trevor. But, yeah, get a few cameras out there. Let him know that there's some new shiny things in the court.
I thought about putting a note on the car window of some nature, like, I've got you on film, you're badging Kias, right? But then the windscreen note never works, does it? You've had a few windscreen note instances in your time, haven't you? I thought there was a windscreen note story at some stage.
I haven't received windscreen notes, but I left one.
Okay.
In a car park once. I used to drive so did Jeremy, a 1966 XR Falcon. For anyone who doesn't know, that's like one step away from a tank.
And I drove one because I bought it off him.
Same one.
Yeah.
2 3-seater couches, basically encased in iron.
So was it.
It is true.
That was so cool,
and-
that car, man.
yeah,
I'm so sorry my dad
yeah,
backed into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The plot thickens.
I still actually miss that car, but
it's
you
fine.
know.
Can't you just get it? Can't you just get one of them?
These days they're so rare that
Isn't the cost
be
of
paying-
one of those cars the cost of like 7 plane tickets overseas?
I don't know. I haven't looked into classic car purchases yet. That's something for later in life. I'm exercising my inner thigh
Looks
muscle.
like you're...
Well, it is.
Yes.
It's an audio medium. So.
And so that it didn't have a great turning circle, and car parks at Chatty are quite tight.
Yeah.
And at the time of ownership, I was fairly new to the whole world of driving.
Yep.
And I basically drove over the corner of a car in a car park. And because it was just in front of the entrance to the shopping centre, a good 35 people saw me do it.
Yeah, right.
So I felt obligated to leave a note.
Yeah. But you said, I hit your car, and then you just drove off.
Yeah, I said, "Dear car owner, I have driven over the corner of your car. Have a nice day. Yours sincerely." And
Everyone's watching me. Write this note.
Put it on the windscreen and quickly move my car.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, Dan, I don't know about all that, mate.
Yeah, no, it's inappropriate behaviour, but
I think I was pondering on the way over here if God, because I was driving in traffic and I don't have to drive in traffic a lot lately.
Whether it would smite me,
yeah.
oh mighty smiter.
If God came back and it was Old Testament smitey type of God.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that this podcast has become like quite religious?
Of late? It has of late.
Yeah, but I've been thinking about things.
Okay.
It's all right. It's all
Yeah.
right. What kind of things would he judge? Like, and what would bring people down? Like using the mobile phone. That's really big in Melbourne at the moment. Like all over the news. Do you reckon you get like in eternity in hell
so what's
for
the new sin? So if you're going to confession,
exactly,
and you're saying
driving over the front of someone's car, badging.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 28 years since my last confessional, and then I lied to you. That's the first one. No, but I don't know,
What kind of sins?
because it's it's the new school sins.
Got
What are the new school
got
sins?
the big ones, of course. You still got your murders and all that, all that stuff. But it's the little things now that would bother a spiteful God, don't you think?
Yeah, so like bad traffic manners, like you Dan, you like to keep a gap in the.
I think I'm quite a considerate driver, but I also really don't like being tailgated, especially on the freeway, because I think it's dangerous. So my response to tailgaters is to just slow down.
Is to go to hell?
And just keep slowing down, slow down, get them absolutely infuriated so that they move away from my rear end, and just
Okay, so
one of them.
modern stuff is it sin or is it not? Right, go to hell or
Yeah, that's right.
or go to heaven.
Okay, I'll admit
liking something on Facebook. What's that? Is that a go
trolling on Facebook.
That should be.
a genuine like? Is that a go to heaven or is that a go to hell?
I just find it irritating.
It's a go to heaven for sure.
Go to
For
heaven.
sure.
Okay.
Trolling's a go to hell.
Mm.
So if I sat on Facebook all day liking everything genuinely,
Yeah.
does that guarantee me the afterlife happiness or?
We've discussed this previously. It doesn't matter how much of an asshole you are. All you have to do
Thanks.
before you drop off the perch is say sorry, God, and He will say, "All is forgiven. Welcome, my son."
No,
Yeah,
but that's
welcome
God
back.
2.0. I'm talking about old school, Old Testament, locust.
Yeah,
Style
smite
God.
me, almighty smiter. Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
I reckon he's a
I think
bit of a
he
dick.
doesn't. I don't think he likes anything. I think we're all going to hell because we don't go to church.
True that. True that.
Yeah, is that it?
Maybe.
You're going to hell
Yeah.
for things you've done. I've seen things you've done.
I haven't done anything. What are you talking about?
I've seen it.
Let's not go through. You gotcha. The time where you drove over the lady's car.
the front of the car, yeah.
Yeah.
But this week it's Melbourne by Melbourne
Yeah.
Nature Hour
Edition.
Okay. I like this already.
You're familiar with the garden that you help us install over the other side of my swimming pool in the enclosed area of my backyard.
Sounds like you're
I am
living
familiar.
in a mansion with a studio and a pool. And,
Yeah, it sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
It is pretty luxurious.
It's pretty sweet.
I think you've done well.
Thank you.
This is the same pool you can't swim in because it's too cold.
Freezing.
Yeah.
I actually cleaned it today in the rain.
Okay.
Anyway, so the garden, it's since you helped us put it in, maybe 10 years ago now.
Yep.
It's fully mature, and we've been getting this funky smell from the back door. We're like, ugh, it smells
Okay.
a little bit. Smells a little bit dead.
Tangy.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. And it's progressively got stronger.
Yep.
I've had some pool issues, which we talked about the pump last week. Don't need to go into that. But I got the pool working again, so I'm in there clean. I'm brushing away at
Scoopity scoop.
yeah,
A brushity brush.
brushity on the side of the poolity,
Uh-huh.
and the pong is quite
Strong.
pungent from over that side.
Really stings the
It
nostrils.
sure does. So I've cleared the old brushity. I've looked in the garden, and what I thought was a tabby cat sleeping in the sun.
Yep.
But I sort of revealed it a little bit more, and it's a dead fox of giant proportions.
It's quite large.
Large.
Yeah.
Large.
Like
a fox. Cool.
Mind you, there were a lot of maggots to bloat it up in size, let's
It
just
was
say.
Oh.
significantly bloated.
Oh, dude, which always, whenever you say maggots, it always brings me back to Oberon Bay circa 1992, 93, with that seal that was sunbathing on the beach. And I was like, oh, look, there's a seal. It's moving. Let's go check it out. Maggots.
It was maggots
Like,
for making it move.
Its whole inside was just maggots.
Oh.
It was
Well, I think
full on.
that's what was happening inside of this.
okay,
creature.
cool.
So it was good, 2 solid weeks of you saying to me,
Something stinks.
No, I knew it was there, but didn't have the Dutch courage to
Okay.
scoop it
the
up
ballsity
into-
balls.
or to box it up. Foxy Boxing.
Is
as
it
was.
Dutch courage or is it a Dutch oven? Or is it
They're
some
both,
other?
yeah, you've got to have Dutch courage to survive a Dutch
Okay.
oven.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or to do it in front of your wife.
Why were the Dutch so impressive?
Stinky farts.
Conquerors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cabbage, or what do they eat over there?
It's not
I think it's all about
potatoes,
clogs and tulips, isn't
tulips,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's lovely smells.
Yes.
it? Mm.
But so I've had to coerce Jezbot into.
Well, you did call the council, and
Yeah, called the council.
they said that we don't go on private property, and if it's a non-native species, we don't clean it up.
we won't take it, right? So we won't come onto your property to take it. So I said, so what if it was on my nature strip? Would you take it then? She went, oh, yeah, that's a loophole. I went, all right, I'll call you tomorrow, which I didn't.
What?
I didn't call him back. I just chucked it out there.
He called, like in, what's that Quentin Tarantino movie where he calls Mr. Fox up?
The
Fox?
It's the
Is it
Fox.
the
Was it
Fox?
the Fox or was it the Wolf?
Was that the Wolf of Wall Street? I don't know. Look,
Yeah.
you called me up because you were petrified of, as you
I
say,
don't know, man. I don't know.
Don't like maggots. Don't like
No,
foxes.
Don't like the whole
Dead things.
corpse thing.
you don't
I
like the-
really didn't want to pierce it with a fork and have a maggot geyser. I wanted at least to have,
And that was definitely going to happen.
I wanted at least to have someone there to
Yeah.
either witness it or, cop a bit of it.
Yeah.
Really?
So we did a swapsy for favours. You came up. I had the day off, but we need firewood stat in my house because
Yep.
it's cold
Yeah.
and winter is come all up in me. And so we went off to the auntie's property up in Furniture Gully,
Yep.
chopped some wood,
Yep.
did some man work,
Chainsaw.
chainsaw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lovely.
Very steep property. Tim was there giving a chop out, a literal
Okay.
chop out.
Yeah,
so
I like
I decided.
have you
I'll-
got that photo there? Because like you can see that I'm in the top of the property and I'm
There it
just
is.
tiny. Yeah, true.
Uh,
No doubt.
and came back here. Said, right, get some garbage bags. I got me shovel.
Yeah.
Tim, you went the method of wetting the
I
tea
wet
towel.
I wet the tea towel and put it over the face to block,
Okay.
block the death
Did
coming.
you say a few words?
No, I said, that stinks. Is that what you mean? Yeah.
That'll do.
This is gross. I said that a few times.
I went the straight up paper toilet paper up the nose.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, you
Straight
did.
up the nose.
Yeah, that's It's just a sign of a true professional.
But quite a big fox. I don't know how
It's
he's.
gone on MacGyver on you.
I don't know how he's got into the. Well, they can get wherever they want.
Yes.
But he must have come through one of the gates.
He's
Yep.
been poisoned maybe by council baiting.
Yep.
Yeah, if they bait it, don't they have to clean it up?
Yeah.
I don't know that it
If you
would be.
bait it, you got to do the cleanup, right?
Yes.
I reckon if a rat is attracted to the idea of eating rat sack, then maybe a
Yes.
fox is too. Which is probably why they say if you've got pets, don't just chuck your rat sack behind the dishwasher
Willy
or
nilly.
or
do
whatever.
foxes bark? What do they do?
I'm not sure.
Can we?
I'm not sure.
Can we go to sound effects on off YouTube on your phone, Jeremy? If a fox.
Yep. There you go.
Great. Yeah. That's what they sound like.
Yes, so with one foul swoop or scoop,
Very foul.
yeah, the Foxy went into the garbage bags and promptly into the bin out the front, hopefully to be picked up by Trevor because he's a rat and he will probably be attracted to the smell.
Hello, Trevor.
I have noticed that it's bin night tonight.
And it is for him a familiar smell. Because
So
I
what
saw
happened-
his
what-
bungalow.
What happens to the garbage at when it's all picked up? Just straight in a hole?
If it's gone into your red bin, it's going straight in a hole. Yeah, they're
Okay.
not bothering to sort that shit. No.
It all goes into fill. Goes in with the plastic and the.
And the dead fox. All those poor maggots that are dying right now.
Yeah.
Suffocating slowly.
Yeah.
Trying to get a fox.
I don't have much sympathy for maggots. Just on the subject of death, we had a rat that was doing it scratchety scratch scratch.
Shout out.
I thought that's what Tim does for a living.
Shout out to Timmy. Scratchety scratch scratch every night. So I went to the supermarket and bulk bought assorted rat sacks.
Costco?
And
Costco big?
No, just went to the supermarket and went, I'll have one of those, one of those, one of those, one of those, and one of those.
Yep.
Came back home, scattered them all around underneath the house. Next night, no more scratching. About a week to 2 weeks later, came into the bedroom at about, say 3 o'clock in the afternoon kind of thing.
Yeah.
There was, no shit, without a word of a lie, maybe 80 blowflies in our bedroom.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Sign of
Haven't you
extermination,
you got
but
a fireplace?
yeah, we got
there?
a chimney in our bedroom, and I think that was the entry point. But out of control. I've never seen so many flies inside a house ever.
Yeah, apart from
And
that
they were-
movie. What
It's
is
a
it?
bad
The
Alfred
Omen.
Hitchcock movie.
The Omen.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Got
full
your,
on.
Well,
got your fox sound here.
let's do it.
That was not what I was expecting.
Never heard that before.
Tell you what, a drop bear sounds much scarier than that.
I reckon.
I
That
think
sounds like a
holding
dog.
holding
That
the
sounds like your
microphone
dog.
closer to the screen is not going to
I
help.
think the speakers are there, though. I think they are. Could you hear that?
Terrifying.
You can hear that. can't
Yeah,
you?
I can hear
Okay.
it. Speaking of rats, one of our loyal listeners, Mum and Dad, Bruiser, shout out to you. He's been on the hunt, on the rat hunt. He's taking care of business,
Yeah,
slapping rats all over.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slapping rat.
And then he, so the day before yesterday, I went and got more wood, but I didn't get enough wood, and I got the wood from out the back of Mum and Dad's reserve because council are just too slack on the wood retrieval, and it's a fire load and it's a hazard, Dan.
Is it?
Listeners, yes. So I went out there with the
is it providing habitat in a native
Yeah, true.
native?
Which is why they say don't take it.
You say habitat, I say firewood. I only got a few. I only got a day's worth.
Yeah.
But I did see the carcasses of the dead rats that Dad keeps killing and then throwing over the fence like a catapult.
Yep.
Okay.
Get rid
Well,
of it.
you know, you've got a tail. It gives some pretty good.
Yeah, see, I don't want
He's
to
touching
I don't want to touch.
I think
It's
it's
touchy. Like, I didn't want to come in contact with the fox's dead fur
Yeah.
at all.
yeah. But even when I put the shovel on, like under the dead fox's head, you
And
were
moved
like,
it, I was like, it's crook.
"Wait,
Mm.
wait."
I talked to Whelan through the week, and I explained the fox situation to him. He goes, well, you're just going to have to stop going outside then until it's gone. Because I wouldn't move it. I was with him.
Okay.
But we did.
Yeah.
Foxy Boxing.
Mm.
They did tell me to box it up. That's where that comes
Yeah,
from.
but the smell's going to go through a box. Like, it's garbage bags all the way. We've seen
Yep.
The Godfathers and is that more terrifying fox noises?
More terror box. Does sound like a dog. Does sound like what's that dog of yours?
Frankie, Floyd.
Floyd.
Floyd!
Yeah.
Something like that.
Donk.
Did you get your wheel arch fixed, Jeremy, on your car?
You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know
No
when
one
to
to break
break
him. We had a bit of a flashback the other day when the screw wouldn't undo, and so we just rickied it and rickied it off the seams.
No, well, I was trying to back the car up to where the firewood was,
Yeah.
and there was a bit of a ditch in this driveway. It's like very steep property, and the mudguard just got like annihilated, and it's all connected,
Like hit it
metal
like
and
that,
stuff.
straight
Hit it
on.
and it bent it, and anyway, so we're driving off, and I could hear the rattling, and I was like, "Oh, God, fucked it."
Mm-hmm.
So we went out there, tried to dismantle it, and anger got the better of it.
It did.
The better of me, and I decided that unscrewing it or unbolting it was taking way too long. So I just used my hands and
Okay.
ripped it apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I got it off, and it's already fixed, Tim.
Is it?
You'll be glad to know. Yep.
Okay.
As I was saying,
don't know how you
I
gotta
made
fix
the
it. You
judgment. I made the rational judgment, some would say, that this was taking far too long.
Yeah.
And my time could be better spent driving home.
Yeah.
So I decided to use the best tools I have in my tool shed.
Your anger.
Hammer and aggression.
Yes.
So how'd you fix it?
Screws, bolts, all
Okay.
that shit.
Okay. Okay.
Tools that
When you
I-
got- when you
tools
got
that
a-
I don't have.
When you got
Yeah.
a tool, like not just a rusted screwdriver like Tim over here, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
With the
you
right
really
tool.
can. You really can.
What's the deal with
What is the deal?
Phillips head versus the other guy?
Flatheads.
Flathead.
Flatheads are just an asshole.
Yeah.
So flatheads, the only reason why they're giving you flatheads now is if you come across old ones, because they're not still manufacturing flatheads, are they?
No,
I don't know. I don't
why
think
would-
so.
Nah.
Why do they?
It's like evolution, Tim. Like the less adaptations and
So shouldn't they stop selling? This is what they do with everything else. They stop selling the flathead screwdrivers, so you can't.
no, but there's
Do
still
it.
flathead screws out there.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
They
And so-
never do go away.
So
do they?
one flat bar, like the flathead screwdriver, split into two, or like got the upgrade when they got two bars together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now you get all these funky ones where they got the diamonds.
I
Yeah.
have got a
Like
set of that.
Yep.
That's
screws that don't even have the Phillips head bit.
Yeah.
anymore.
so we could essentially, with the help of Bunnings, go and take apart a park.
Pretty much
Kids
anything.
park. Remember they used to when they bought the new bolts out at the park, and it was all the old, it's like Allen key sort of things. And no
Yeah.
one had them, so we couldn't steal the new slides or swings.
Oh,
Remember that?
vandalised? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, why did the? I want to know
Yeah.
why Flathead's screwdriver was called Flathead, and then what was the other one? Phillips head.
head.
Why did Phillips head
Why
get
Philip?
the Phillips?
Who's Philip?
Who's Flathead?
I reckon there was a guy who was sitting under an apple tree one day
He's
that
got
Apples
thought,
on the mind.
that thought,
Shout out.
if I cross the streams, it will guarantee a better bond,
Get more purchase.
get more purchase.
Yeah.
And his name was Max Phillips.
Head.
How do you Philippington? Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah,
So-
sorry if I'm a bit off tonight. It's just all this. It's the winter. It's the winter and the concrete again. Like it was concrete again today. Like if you remember from last time,
Yep.
when I had the
Yeah.
aggro, I'd
Yeah.
been around the conch again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
And I think it gets into
Gets
your
up into
skin.
yeah, it does,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Just
Because there's that concrete rash that you get when you.
Yes. I know of guys, concreters, that have lost fingers from concrete burn.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, dudes that and the knees, they wear shitty pants because a lot of concreters don't own real pants.
Okay.
Mainly your tracky ducks and runners.
I saw a
scenario.
concreter at a servo today. He was
No
in
knees.
shorts, but they also have a particular fondness for gumboots.
Gumboots you need, because the
Gumboots and shorts is a unique look.
yeah,
Yeah, it is.
But the
For you
shoelaces,
office
if you're walking
types.
around in concrete, your shoelaces get
Okay.
eaten away.
Okay.
Plus, your feet get wet and they get full of concrete, and then your feet drop off from concrete burn. And so when you're not wearing it, like you get splashes on your knees and your hands go crinkly. I mean, have a look at my fucking hands, Daniel.
They are workman's hands.
It's fucked up.
Have a look
They're
at
not
my
the hands
have a
of
look
a
at
lo-
have a
of
look
a
at my
tender
hands.
They're the hands of a tender lover.
Yeah.
They're the hands of a.
I can't touch my wife.
No.
I mean, what is this?
That's straight out of the Avengers.
It is, isn't it?
But look, you got to do something with the day. You can't just keep getting hand-me-downs like my washing machine. Did you hear that last week? I've got it.
No, I didn't.
Been
You've
given
got a
a lot
new
of-
washing machine.
No, well, I've never had to buy white goods, and
Okay.
so I only ever get the hand-me-downs, and it got me thinking during
Yep.
the week. Is like, so I'm the youngest of 5 boys. It's like, I've had the most hand-me-downs out of all the hand-me-downs. Like, I've shared skid marks with all the brothers.
Everyone.
Everyone. And, people say recycling's the way to go. I'm going anti-recycling.
Yep.
If you have to. So the thing was, we shared a sock and jock drawer with the
We did,
5
didn't we?
boys.
And the punishment was sort out the socks.
Yep.
Or the punishment is you have to wear your dad's jocks today. Nah, he had his own sock and jock drawer.
So we should.
But you know, it's maybe I feel a bit gross about sharing things now.
Yep.
Sharing socks.
Yep.
And the washing machine is just a symptom of it.
Sharing,
Yep.
caring.
Sharing, caring, concreting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's not forget that you also were the proud owners of a spunk dunk.
Oh, yeah.
You mean a jizz koozie?
The Jizz Koozie.
Yeah.
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 It's great.
I'll never get into a spa ever again.
I've had my fair share of
I've had my
spas.
fill.
I loved spa experiences in Mount Waverley. They were
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
They were awesome.
Shout out to Spartech 2000, one of the greatest parties that's ever been thrown in Mount Waverley.
It's great.
Do you know how we got rid of you, Mum and Dad? I think we took a collection and bought you a ticket somewhere. Yeah, here's $300. Fuck off. Don't come back till Monday.
Oh, we love you.
Yeah. They took the $300.
Yeah, that's right. And they went to Oakley Motel.
That's gross.
I guess. That's gross. Yeah, that is gross.
What happened to our cans, Tim?
I don't know. something
Yeah,
like
what
that.
happened to
There
our
you go. There
cans?
you go.
I'm back.
You're back on. Well, look, it is around this time that do we bring up music here or
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Let's give a nice little wrap out. Like
okay? What, like a
Let's.
Today on the show,
Yeah.
we're going to make
Danoz.
Let's go around the table and express our feelings of the week
Okay.
gone and the week to come.
Okay.
And how do you feel?
Oh,
as
could
the
you
week-
summarise it in what 2 words each?
Well, you're putting me on the spot.
I'll start.
What's your hopes and dreams for
No,
next week, Tim?
I'll start with what sums up my week or last 2 weeks in 2 words. Car troubles.
Yes.
So
True.
I've had on the way to look at what would potentially be our second car. I was halfway there, and the car that I was not replacing but adding to that broke down, and I had to catch a cab.
Oh,
the rest
yeah.
of the
I
way
think
to
you
get
mentioned
there.
that last week, maybe.
Oh,
So
I have?
that was your first car that you were going to buy. Then that
That
turned
a
out to be
dud,
no good.
And then we did 3 or 4 car yard. Well, we went up to good old, can I say Melbourne by Melbourne, Kelly Motors,
Yeah, sure.
up on the corner. And they just up at Flippity Sticks on the Flippity Stick Motors. They gave us a car that was, this is great.
This is the best one for you guys. It's a good family car. Yeah.
God
Good
bless you.
as
Got
real
tested.
safe as houses.
It's going to cost us $5,000 to fix it when I got to test it out. So I took it back and said, "Look, is there? Let's be honest, right? If it's for real, I'll buy one off you. But if it's not, and it's not going to be reliable, and it's not going to
I'm not buying it.
last, I'm not buying." He went,
Oh, we don't serve your kind around here.
No, I don't think we've got anything for you.
So you're.
Can I just? Oh, sorry.
Well, let's
Yeah,
get
that's
to the
it.
grateful bit. Are you grateful for your decisions that you've made regarding the car this week?
Yeah, I bought a car.
And what have you done?
I haven't picked it up yet.
Got
but
it on
was great.
finance, and you got a good.
What'd you
good
get?
Car.
What'd you
Good
get?
deal. Got a Ford Mondeo
Okay.
Yeah.
Good one.
Diesel,
diesel.
reliable.
Good one.
Yeah.
So that would be your positive. Positive
that's
thing
the
for the
upside.
week.
That's
That's
the
the upside
upside.
to Trevor. So that's the negative. That's the positive. Negative, positive. Yin
Hello,
and yang.
Trevor.
That's the other thing.
Dan.
Well, I just wanted to draw your attention to something that I stumbled across. You said, "Oh, can you sum up your week in basically 2 words?" Which just sparked something in my mind. I was reading earlier. There's this trend going around online at the moment where they're asking people to basically write a synopsis for a movie, but deliberately do it very, very badly, using as few words as possible.
Okay.
So, how would you, in 1 sentence or less, describe Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back?
Empire Strikes Back. The greatest sci-fi in-betweener ever.
No, you got it. You got it.
it's
Synopsis
gotta be-
is what happens in the movie.
Oh, what happens in the movie?
Yeah, in 1 sentence.
In 1 sentence, the rebels lose to the Empire.
Talking frog convinces son to kill his dad.
Do another one.
Okay. Okay. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Okay. Wait a minute. Chick gets roofied. Right?
Yeah.
Held hostage by 7 midgets.
Okay. I thought midgets was on the whiteboard.
Little people.
Okay. A guy that's alone in a forest kisses a dead body while 7 other guys watch.
Yeah, Snow White. She eats the apple, yeah? Is that the apple guy?
Yeah.
So she did get
that's
roofied.
callback.
She got Cosby'd.
That's a call back.
Hot Cosby'd, and then a creeper kisses her awake while the 7 dudes... Okay, that's
Necrophilia.
All right. A personal favourite of the pod, the shinning.
The shinning. Man ruins nice door.
Yeah, quite good.
Yeah,
Would you like a crack?
I'm down with that take.
How about a family's first Airbnb experience goes very wrong?
Yeah, I love it.
It's great.
Yeah. So I just thought, well,
That's positive.
seeing as how you were asking for the condensed version.
Yeah.
I just thought that.
So what's your condensed version of this week?
Version of your week.
Yeah.
Everyone likes a Wednesday because it means you're sliding into the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Okay. I say I'll rephrase mine then. Car troubles are no trouble when you buy a good car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you're going into
Fable.
And if you
haiku territory over there.
and if you find if you develop a rattle, just grab your hammer.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll go with
If it's yellow, let it mellow.
when you're sliding into home and your pants are full of foam, that's diarrhea.
Yeah. Or when you're cruising in your Chevy and your pants get heavy, that too.
When you slide into third and you're busting for a turd.
Well, we couldn't go a whole episode without mentioning shit. Oh, actually, we did it the whole time. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That's about it.
Today on the show we're going to make Pfeffernuss.
The end of the Pfeffernuss.
Yeah. Once again, thanks for joining us. Bit of a low key pod tonight. I feel like just to have the catch up.
Yeah. Lazy, cold night.
It is Melbourne. The weather has changed over here, and it's very cold. It's very wet.
That's it. We've covered everything. The weather,
science.
Yeah. God.
So on behalf of Turnstyle Record Presents the Escape Pod, thank you for listening. I have been Jezbot.
I am Danoz.
And I am Danoz.
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. The ship will self-destruct in exactly 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Who are you? 1 pod left. And 3 of us.
The escape pod. The escape pod.
What if there are droids in the escape pod? The sensors wouldn't pick them up.
Escape pods is really nice.
Well, boys, it's a very lovely ship. I think you should look out. Goodbye.